Hey guys, hey all my Facebook Live family, how are you guys doing? Hey all the replay viewers, thank you for catching this on the replay. I greatly appreciate you. You guys show me so much love on the replay and I greatly appreciate it all the time. Don't forget that your shares, your invites, and your reactions still count even on the replay. I am Altavice Pelzer, the voice coach, and if you are trying to get on my calendar, go to bit.ly/talk to Altavice, and you can get on my calendar to be able to spend some time to talk to me. But what am I here for? I am here because I am doing episode 38 of Speak Easy. And so, hey Shannon, hey Shahara, hey Alicia, how are you guys doing this afternoon? Well, it's actually early evening at this point. But literally, I give you the behind the scenes of what it means to be a speaker or an author. Now, today is a special day because it is literally World Entrepreneurs Day. Hey Bridget, hey Christopher, it is World Entrepreneurship Day. And that means a lot for me. It may not mean that much for you because you may or may not be an entrepreneur. But as for me, it's really special because I've literally gone through 3 years of this entrepreneurship journey, and I've done some changes, I've done some things and switched some things up, and I'm greatly appreciative of the journey and where it has brought me. But let's be honest, in this journey, there are what? Setbacks, detours, and success. If you didn't know, I'm giving you the disclaimer right now that as an entrepreneur, there will be times where you have to deal with setbacks, detours, and success. Guess what? It's all a part of the journey. Not only is today World Entrepreneurs Day, but it's also the solar eclipse. And it's funny because those kind of go hand in hand. A lot of times it's the setbacks and the detours in our life that will kind of do a solar eclipse on our purpose and make us think that it's not going to be the way that we believe it should be. It makes us think that we're not able to gain access to success. It makes us believe that, oh my goodness, it's so hard. Because guess what? People were going through so much today. Families went and saw the eclipse together. People were live streaming it. NASA was live streaming the eclipse. It was amazing. But the reality is, guess what? Entrepreneurship is just like that. There is a moment where people come and they celebrate something, some great phenomenon, some great, accomplishment that you've done. And then, hey Aisha, and then we have a moment and it's that celebration. And then it's back to, guess what? You the solopreneur. It's back to, you're doing this business on your own. You're back to, it's you working and trying to prove yourself to everybody else. So if you feel me on that one, put me in the comments, because I know that I'm not the only one. But you definitely have to gain access to that understanding that, guess what? Setbacks and detours sometimes are a part of the journey. Thank you for sharing out the broadcast, Deidre. I greatly appreciate it, sis. Setbacks and detours sometimes are a part of the journey. Now, not only are they a part of the journey, they're a part of the journey that we can choose to learn from. That part. They are a part of the journey that we can choose to learn from. Or we can choose to put our head in the ground like we're an ostrich and not move forward. But guess what? When we take those obstacles and those situations and we decide to run from them, then we can't access success. We cannot gain that leverage that we need to gain in order to be successful in business if we decide to run. So, Episode 38. I'm super excited. We going to get I didn't even put real talk. I forgot to put it. Hashtag real talk conversation today. Because guess what? Some of y'all got a wrong idea of what success means. Hey, April, some of you got a wrong idea of what this journey is going to look like. So I'm going to be honest and transparent and tell you about my journey when it comes to entrepreneurship. And I started this journey 3 years ago. Hey, Deidre. I started this journey 3 years ago. Like I said, today is World Entrepreneurs Day. Guess what? We're going to highlight what it means to be an entrepreneur. Something that I'm always telling you guys is that as a speaker and as an author, you are an entrepreneur. I'll repeat it for the cheap seats. But as a speaker, as an author, you are also an entrepreneur. Now, some of you may not have believed that or may not have been taught that, but that is the honest to goodness truth. And a lot of times people won't receive the success that they wish to receive is simply because they're not looking at themselves as being an entrepreneur, as being a business, as being the CEO and the brand, and therefore they're going about it all wrong. When I started my entrepreneurship journey, I literally was that brokepreneur. I was that expensive hobbyist. I was that one that was kind of dibbling and dabbling, doing some social media work for people. I was doing a little bit of this. I was doing some VA services. I was doing that. And because I had always had a background in being an assistant. I had always been an administrative assistant, the secretary. I had all this experience with that. I just felt like that was going to translate very great, right, over into entrepreneurship. I thought that literally I was going to be like, yes, I've done it before. I can do it virtually. Now, let's talk about that. And so when we think about starting this journey, a lot of times we don't really think out what it is that we really want to do. Like, we don't write it down on paper. We don't write it out. We don't research what it is we want to do. We kind of just jump. And some of y'all are jumping into the ocean thinking that you're jumping into a puddle. That's not how this works. You think that you're jumping into a puddle, but in all actuality, you're jumping in the ocean and you're bound to drown. And so we got to get that understanding back, is that guess what? Okay, life happens. Things happen. It's a lot going on. That comes with this entrepreneurship journey. But if I don't start off properly, I set myself up for failure. Each and every time. Can you do me a favor? Can you come close the blinds? When I don't set up and put out a firm foundation of what it is that I want to do, how I want to do it, who I am, who I serve, and how I serve, then guess what? I'm setting myself up for failure instead of setting myself up for success. And so many other entrepreneurs know and have done that same thing. They've come to that same understanding that if I don't have a firm foundation, I'm setting myself up for failure. Hey, Fatima. Hey, sis. I'm literally setting myself up for failure. We don't want to set ourselves up for failure. And when we think about, Entrepreneurship Day, we think about all the many different people across the world, hey Keisha, that are doing their own business. The small business, the brick and mortar, the MLM, we're covering them all, because guess what? All of them take you having an entrepreneur and a CEO mindset in order for you to be successful. Hey T-Free, Whippa, how are you? How are you? And literally they all take us being a CEO in our mind. If we're not a CEO in our mind, nothing will ever change, because we'll be looking at it from the eyesight and the mentality of an employee and not the mentality of a CEO. And so you know how they always talk about There are so many, I know, right? There are so many that literally 5 years entrepreneurship, they tell you 5 years and they don't succeed past 5 years. Well, guys, this is the thing. You have an opportunity to succeed past 5 years, but are you willing to put in the time, the energy, and the money? I'll wait. You have the opportunity to succeed past 5 years, but you got to be willing to put in time, energy, and money. And this is the thing. Some of y'all are so stuck on the free 99 that you keep running up across these roadblocks because the free 99 is only going to take you so far. It's not going to take you all the way to success. It's not. There's going to have to be some investment made. So it's World Entrepreneurship Day. I appreciate that. And like I said, it's the eclipse. I appreciate that. But how do they go hand in hand? Easy. When you look at the eclipse, what do you see? You see the moon blocking our view. Now, come on. I'm about to go deep on you. So if you haven't shared out the broadcast already, share out the broadcast because somebody may need this. But when you look at the eclipse, you're looking at the moon blocking our view of the sun. That's right. The improvements is what people don't do all the time. You're looking at the moon blocking our view of the sun. And so literally when it comes to entrepreneurship, a lot of you go through setbacks and detours because you got the wrong people in your space and they're blocking the view of your success. I don't think y'all heard me. I don't know, because I don't see no reactions. I don't know if y'all sharing out the broadcast. Thank you for sharing, Sig. I don't know if y'all sharing out the broadcast, but I need y'all to gain access to this. Literally, some of you have the wrong people in your circle and they're blocking your view of success. Really? You better go ahead, T-Free. Look, great minds think alike. But they are blocking your view of success. They're blocking your opportunities. They're blocking your success. They're blocking your positive mindset. They're blocking you from gaining access to what it is that you need. They are now. That sometimes it's the people around you. There's other times where it's you that's blocking the sunset. You're blocking the view for your own success. Now, see, somebody probably didn't want to hear that. And I apologize. I know. Y'all didn't want to hear that part because you want everything to be right as rain. You want everything to be kittens and coddles. You want everything to be rainbows and kitten. Listen, and puppies. No, it don't work that way. Some of you are where I was. And in the beginning, it was about, okay, my side hustle. It was a side hustle. In the beginning, it was about what I could do to make a couple dollars, what I could add on, how many things could I get done for somebody, in order to add more money that they would be paying me. In the beginning, the mindset was completely different. Can we just be honest that when we start, if we don't have a firm foundation, then a lot of you will have that same mindset or have had that same mindset. That you're looking more at the money instead of the service. That you're looking more at what you can do for one person as opposed to what you can do for many people. Come on. Guess what? We were given our purpose not to just serve one person, but to serve many people. We were given our lives for us to be able to help so many others. And guess what? We fall short when we just try to nickel and dime somebody. Can we be honest? See, when you try to nickel and dime somebody, the setbacks and the detours were placed there by you. I know, we don't want to hear that. We don't want nobody telling us the truth like that. They don't want the truth. They don't really want it. They don't really want it. I understand. I know. I get it. I get it. But the reality is, guess what? This is where we are. This is where we are. Hey, Joyce, this is where we are. And as entrepreneurs, literally, some of you have made it past year 1, year 2, year 4, and you still doing the same thing, and you can't understand why you're not gaining access to success. Some of you are running all of these amazing these amazing Facebook groups, but you're not helping anybody. Right, exactly. That excitement. You got so riled up, and yay, entrepreneurship. Yay, let's everybody be entrepreneurs. Hey, Alicia, let's everybody be entrepreneurs. Let's all run out and start a business. And you got so excited. You got so excited about the fact that everybody was going in their own business and people were leaving their jobs, and you had no foundation. You had no support system. You had no foundation. You thought that your grandmama and your auntie and them was your clients. So that's who you selling to. That's right, T-Free. It is temporary. That fun in the sun is temporary. You still got to get up every day and market. You still got to get up every day and have a social media plan. You still got to have a profit plan. Guess what? If you don't, how are you supposed to make it to this being a sustainable business? Hey, Willie, how are you doing this evening? How are you supposed to make it to this being a sustainable business if you're not willing to get access to everything that you need? Not little bit here, a little bit there. Oh, I'm going to take this freemium. I'm going to take this freemium, and I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to bundle it all together, and then I'm going to be all right. No, it don't work that way. And I'm sure with all of the people that are celebrating World Entrepreneurs Day, guys, I'm sure if you ask any and every one of them that have become successful, any and every one of them have gone through some trial, some error, then guess what? They're all going to tell you the same thing. You got to get past that free 99. You got to put in some real work and some real effort. And that idea that we have in the beginning that, oh, I'm going to leave my job and I'm going to work for myself and I'm going to have more time for myself. Okay, you work up to having more time for yourself. But in the beginning, you still got to put in a lot of time. I think that's one of those things that people believe. They believe that that's the truth. They believe that that's what's going on, that you leave your job and then you're able to just go roam free about the country. No. No. It don't work that way. It would be nice if it did, but we got some work to put in. We got some things to do. And so some of you, the reason why you had to go back to a job is because you didn't even have a marketing strategy or a social media strategy. You didn't even have a profit plan. That's not good business. Good evening, Walter. That's not good business. That's not good business. So when I think about the fact that I've been doing this now for 3 years, going on 4 years now, super excited. It's been an amazing experience. But yeah, I can tell you those pitfalls that I've gone through in the beginning. I can tell you that, yeah, I was the one trying to do this MLM and that MLM, knowing good and darn well that your MLM, if you don't plan right, you will be your biggest supporter. If you don't plan it out right, you will be the one buying everything in order for you to stay in the MLM. How about that? How about that? Can we be honest today? You'll be the one literally trying to keep yourself at that level, so you're buying all this stuff because you didn't have a CEO mindset. You still had an employee mindset. Guys, we got to break out of that. And with this being World Entrepreneur Day, guys, this is the perfect day for you to break out of it. And I am the perfect person to help you. In case you didn't know, I am Alcibi's Pelzer. I am the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach. I am a professional speaker, certified life coach, and Amazon best-selling author. Hey, Auntie. I equip women to define, accept, and use their unique voice after abuse by becoming an author or a speaker themselves. That is my target, and that was something else. We're going to go to that too. But that is what I do. I currently have 5 books available on Amazon, 3 of which I authored myself, 2 of which I co-authored. And can I tell y'all another thing? Listen, hey love. Can I tell y'all another thing? That as an entrepreneur, some of y'all, the reason why you are getting these setbacks and detours is because you didn't even niche down on the target. You didn't. Something that I'm always talking about, we do a weekly accountability call, and it's called Reactivate Me. And in the weekly accountability call, I'm always stressing who is your target audience. If you do not know your target audience, then guess what you will do? You will waste time, energy, and money. Stop trying to live by the MLM model, thinking that your family and your friends are your target audience. They are not. You need to determine who is your target audience. Right? Exactly. That's exactly what they get. It's cricket, 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 cricket. I don't think that's the right sound, but don't judge me. I don't think that's the right sound, but don't judge me. Hey, Mercy. Hey, sis. I don't think that's the right sound. Thank you for sharing out the broadcast, guys. But literally, that's what you get. Cricket, cricket. Look, T-Free said facts. T-Free said facts. That's all you get is crickets. Because you haven't narrowed down a target audience. You haven't niched down. And it's because, again, in that beginning mindset, you're an employee. And as my coach has said before, is that you're so used to trading time for dollars and not really looking at what you're really, what you're really cost. What's the value of what you have to offer? Hey, Carol. Hey, sis. Thank you for sharing, Auntie. You really haven't seen what's the value of what you have to offer. So, because you haven't seen the value of what you have to offer, you trying to sell to everybody. Listen, I know that's right, T-Free. You trying to sell to everybody. You trying to, listen, you can't understand why people not buying your stuff. You don't know how to engage with people and network. You don't know how to do collaborations. So you all over the place. And because in the beginning it was about the money. When you said yes to a job, it's normally because of the money. It's not necessarily because of that's what you want to do. It's because of the money. Exactly. Well, you better come on, T-Free. You better come on. You're going to have me bring you on. You don't notice your net worth on the inside of you. You don't. And so you out here in these internet streets looking crazy because you doing everything and anything trying to get $1. Trying to get $1. That's not how this works. So I need you guys to gain access to this. Understand it. Entrepreneurship is a journey. Yes, you're going to come across potholes. You're going to come across some interesting things that you've never seen before. You're going to have some people get left behind. You're going to have some people that join and link up with you that never knew your name before. You're going to have some things happen, and you have to learn and grow and adapt to what's going on in your surroundings. But the reality is, listen, okay? But the reality is, it's a part of the journey. What I have gone through in the last last 3 years, I would not trade it for anything in the world, because it prepared me to be able to work for myself in 2017. It prepared me to be able to leave a full-time job and be able to work for myself from home. It prepared me for that. But if you don't take notice of the lessons being taught along the way, you're bound to do them same lessons all over again. Welcome back, Keisha. You're bound to do them same lessons all over again. Thank you for sharing, sis. All over again. Simply because you thought you had a vision of what this thing was really going to look like. You saw the eclipse and you was like, oh my goodness, the moon is as big as the sun. Bruh. Did you really? Is that really what you did? That's how, literally, that's how you can relate it to. That's how you came on the scene. You came on the scene like, oh my goodness, it's the eclipse. The moon is as big as the sun. Who told you that? Who told you that foolishness, that the moon was as big as the sun? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you that? Right, Nicole? Who told you that foolishness? Oh no, because I saw, listen, exactly. I saw the eclipse. And when I saw the eclipse, the moon was as big as the sun, girl. Because I saw the eclipse. NASA had it on their website. I seen it. And the moon is as big as the sun. No, it is not. The moon was just in your direct sight of the sun, and it may have looked as big. Right, Nicole? Them told me that. That ain't what they told you. It blocked your view of the sun because of the angle. Some of y'all are standing at the wrong angle of entrepreneurship, and you looking and can't understand. Look, LaQuisha told me, y'all looking at it in the wrong direction, in the wrong angle. And so you're looking at entrepreneurship all wrong. Look, you said, you said NASA mean deceive. Listen, you looking at entrepreneurship in the wrong angle. The wrong angle completely. You looking at it and you like, oh, the moon the same size as the sun. I seen it with my own eyes. First of all, I don't want you looking at the eclipse with your own eyes. Let's get that straight first. First of all, that's a health risk. Secondly, the moon and the sun are not the same size. So let me tell you this. Entrepreneurship and employment are not the same thing. They are two different mentalities. They are two completely different visions. Being an employee, someone tells you what to do. Being an entrepreneur, you tell yourself what to do. Because guess what? As an entrepreneur, you will not always have somebody to tell you to get up and make money today. You will not always have somebody tell you, wake up. It's time to make money today. You not going to have, listen, Siri ain't waking you up to make sure that you make money today. Hey, Rosemary. Hey, sis. Haven't seen you in a while, sis. Siri ain't waking you up and saying, it's time for you to make money today. Come on. Thank you for sharing, Nicole. Siri is not waking you up. Alexa is not waking you up and saying, now listen, you can program it and it may wake you up or it may remind you. But guess what? It's not holding you accountable. Y'all ain't feel me. Y'all ain't heard me. Alexa is not going to hold you accountable to making you make your profits for the day. That's it. They not. Some of y'all is looking for Siri to help you make your money, or Cortana to help you make your money, because you don't have a profit plan, a marketing plan, a social media strategy. You ain't got nothing. And so here lies the problem. And here lies the problem. I feel like a professor right now. My little bow tie. And then I have on my, so I'm going to share this little thing. I'm going to share this little tidbit. I bought this shirt. First of all, I bought the shirt before I was able to fit the shirt. It says, my passion is writing. And it says that I'm an author. And it gives the definition of what an author is. I bought this. First of all, I bought it before I could fit it. Because I was working on losing weight at the time. So that part. But secondly, I bought it before I finished writing and publishing my first book. I bought it before I finished publishing my first book. And it was because, for two things. Again, it was a smaller size, so I had to fit into it. But not only was it a smaller size and I had to fit into it, I had to fit into what it was saying. My passion is writing. I had to fit into what it was saying. See, some people go and they put CEO and entrepreneur on their bio. They put CEO and entrepreneur on their social media handles and social media sites, and they posting out pictures of Maseratis and this and Lamborghinis and red bottoms, and they putting out all these pictures of what society makes you think that a CEO and an entrepreneur is. But this is what an entrepreneur is. This is what a CEO is. A CEO is, I had a dream. I decided that I was going to work on that dream. And then I succeeded in that dream. Y'all not hearing me. I don't know. Because I ain't seen no shares. I ain't seen no reactions. I don't know if y'all understanding me today. I don't know if y'all really hearing me today. But I need somebody to gain access to this. So I'm going to stand up so y'all can see the shirt. See the definition of an author? And it says, my passion is writing. Being a CEO. Listen, come on. Ha! Being a CEO is saying, I had a dream. Thank you for sharing, Pam. I had a dream. I had a passion. I had a purpose. I saw that dream, that passion, that purpose, and I decided to work on it. Come on. I decided to work on it. And when I decided to work on that dream, that passion, then I saw success. See, this shirt, like I said, I ordered it before I wrote the book. Before I finished it, before it was published, before it was even in the editor's hand, I got the shirt. Listen, okay? Sometimes you going, they got it backwards, that's right. You got to realize I got to have a dream, and my dream is not to make money. Because guess what? When you're doing something to make money and the money don't come, thank you for sharing, Judy. When you're doing something for money and the money don't show up, you'll quit. And that's why 5 years. That's the stereotype. Remember a couple days ago, a week ago or so, I did a scope. I did a broadcast where I was talking about where you are the statistic. And for some of you, you're the statistic of entrepreneurs that started a business. That's right, Nicole. Speak it into existence. You are the statistic that started out. You started out with a dream. You started out with a purpose. You decided to put time, money, and energy into it, and you're going to reach that success. And then some others will be the one that started out with a dream, that started out with a purpose, that kind of teetered and tottered with it and made it like a little side hustle, and then they didn't receive the success because the money that they thought they were going to get didn't come. Hey, Mike. And so I'll give an example. Mike Chavez. I know I said that wrong. It's Chavez. Mike has been going live every day. How many videos have you done so far, Mike? How many days straight have you gone live? I know it was over 100. I think it was over 100. But he's been going live every day. Non-stop. Hustle. Going live every day. Because he set a goal. And he said, I'm going to reach this goal. Listen. He said, I'm going to do this goal. And I'm going to see where it takes me. There it is. 203 times, guys. 203 days straight. That's entrepreneurship. He may not be making $1 every time he goes live, but he's doing something to further his business. He's doing something to further his purpose. He's doing something to get in front of his target audience. And he's been doing it for 203 days straight. I looked at how many videos I have. I have done almost over 1,000 videos. And people always look at me and say, oh, she's shy. She ain't shy. She can't be shy. She not no introvert. No, I am shy. I am an introvert. But I have done over 1,000 videos. If you've done over 1,000 videos, guess what? You're going to learn how to be comfortable in front of a camera. You're going to learn how to be comfortable in front of people when you put yourself in front of people day after day after day, 2 and 3 times a day. People always look at me and they say, oh, you're doing really well. I'm so proud of you. People want to ask me questions and things like that. This has been a process. Yes, as an introvert, this has not been easy. As an introvert, this has not been easy. Right? Exactly. It's not been easy. There's still days that I get nervous about going live. There's still days that I come on and hardly nobody's in the broadcast. Don't nobody share it out. I don't get no reactions. There's still days that I literally go through and I may get some responses. I may not. I might get some new people in my group. I may not. Listen, right, Nicole? Hey, Monique. It's the truth. But you got to understand that this is grind. This is hustle. This is what it means to be an entrepreneur. And the ones that you have seen be successful, guess what? They don't quit. They don't quit. I've gone live. I've gone live. Literally going live with hardly any voice. At the hospital. That's right. Show up to blow up. You better come on. I've gone live with no voice at the hospital. And they were looking at me like, what in the... I can't even hear what you saying. You sound like you whispering at us. Listen, don't judge me. Don't judge me. But guess what? The people that saw me, they knew that guess what? I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I have over 15 years of customer service experience. That's why the people in my Reactivate group, in the private membership, Reactivate Me, guess what? That's why they love what I do. Because I have over 15 years of customer service experience. I have over 15 years of management experience. That's why I can tell them how to weave and move and shake. And, you got to be dedicated to it. I can tell them why. Listen, in our accountability call this past weekend, we did a working session. It was amazing. bit.ly/reactivate me. We did a working session, and I said to them, I said, guys, you don't take advantage of what it is, what you got to offer. You don't. And so we went through this whole process, and the replay is in the group. So if you register for the Reactivate Toolkit call, the replay is in the group. bit.ly/reactivate me. All lowercase. Listen, much love to you as well, Mike. But you got to get this understanding. And so we went through what it is that they know, what they don't know, how they can use it. We went through this whole process. That's what we did in our Q&A session afterwards, because we do a 30-minute video, around 30-minute video, and then we do a live Q&A in the group in Zoom. So it's just us. They listen, spitting out ideas, they pushing it. I'm watching them make success moves, but I'm also watching them show up every day. And that's how you get to that next level, is they show up at the Reactivate Toolkit call on Saturdays to say, all right, coach, I didn't get it this week. I missed some parts this week, but coach, I'm going to do better next week. They show up. Some of y'all, you waiting for somebody else to show up for you, and you ain't even showing up for yourself. Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. Some of you are waiting for somebody else to show up for you. You're waiting for somebody else to do it for you, because it's that employee mentality. And so you're waiting for somebody else to do the profit plan. You're waiting for somebody else to do the marketing strategy for you. And you're waiting for them to do it for free. You're waiting for them to do it for free. We got to stop waiting for everybody else to show up for us, and we got to show up for ourselves. Because guess what? The success that we achieve, the success that we are going to gain access to, we are only going to achieve it if we show up for us. It ain't always about what everybody else can do for me. It's about what I can do for me. What can you do for you? I'm laughing at myself because I was looking at a video. I was showing my kids a video where y'all might have remembered this interview, and it was Samuel L. Jackson, and he was getting interviewed about something, and the newscaster was like, oh yeah, so yeah, we just saw you in that Super Bowl commercial. And he was like, what Super Bowl commercial? He said, what Super Bowl commercial? They had clearly mistaken him for somebody else. But guess what? Some of y'all, and this is the thing, some of y'all, people are mistaking you for somebody else because you won't stand up for who you are. So they're mistaking you for the uneducated. They're mistaking you, hey, auntie. They're mistaking you for an uneducated person. They're mistaking you for somebody who ain't about nothing. They're mistaking you for a college dropout. They're mistaking you for a high school dropout. This is the real #real talk, in case you didn't know before you came into the broadcast. They're mistaking you for being something, for being the single mom, the baby mama drama. They're mistaking you for that. And instead of you speaking up and saying, that's not me, you allowing them to mistake you for it. You allowing them to tell you that you're not going to be successful as an entrepreneur. You're allowing them to speak over you that you only going to make it 5 years. Come on. That's it. Creating our own total eclipse in our own life and don't even see it. Don't even see it. Don't see it. Don't acknowledge it. I've been there. I've been there. I've done it. I've answered to names that were not supposed to be my name. Guess what? I'm not answering to no other name than what it is that who I am. I am a CEO. I am a single mother. I sure am a single mother of 4 honor roll students. Y'all better come through. Hey, Anita. I am an honor roll. Listen, I am a coach, a life coach. And this is the other thing. You know, we'll get distracted. Oh, y'all, this is good. This is good. If this is good to you, make sure you sharing this out. This is good. I am a life coach. And see, if I was allowing myself to be deterred by what other people call me or say that I could be, then this is what would happen. I would literally, when people say that life coaches is scam artists and life coaches is this, then I would say, oh, I shouldn't be a life coach because they're scam artists. Hey, Patricia. Hey, sis. Yeah. That's how you get off track. And so I'll go back to the Samuel L. Jackson interview because it was funny that he said, he went all the way in. He made sure, he said, no, I'm the other black guy. He said, no, I'm not that one. So I'm not Lawrence Fishburne. He said, oh, and there's another black guy that does X and X, this and this. I'm not that black guy either. He made it apparent. He made it known. My name is Samuel L. Jackson. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Uma! If you do not have children, you will not understand what I'm talking about. Hey, Pam. If you do not have children, you will not understand what I just did. But what's my name? What's my name? Uma! Listen, some of y'all going about it wrong. And you're comfortable in accepting anything that comes your way. Y'all gonna make me shut down this broadcast because I don't see no reactions. I don't know if y'all done shared it out. Y'all gonna make me shut it down. Because listen, I'm talking good. Am I talking good? Am I talking good a little bit? Am I talking good a little bit? Some of y'all will accept anything that comes your way, and you will not speak up. You will not do what it is that you need to do. Listen, Anita said, I shared when I came in the door. Some of you will accept anything that comes your way, and you will never be successful that way. Come on. You'll accept anything that comes your way, and you'll never be successful that way. One of the lessons that is learned when you go and do your first book, and you're doing your first book cover, and you're getting it edited, is that I always teach my clients that your first time doing a book, that's when you start learning the CEO process. Thank you, Alyssa. Listen, thanks for sharing, Pam. You are walking into the CEO process. What does that mean? The CEO has a clear vision of what they want done, and they pay somebody else to do it. The CEO is not doing their own website. The CEO is not, listen, the CEO is only sending out certain emails. The CEO is only doing certain things. Come on. The CEO is not doing everything. So some of you need to start working in that CEO mentality. And when you do your first book, that's how you start working in that CEO mentality, because you have to verbalize to someone else, and you're paying them to do what it is that you visualize. You have to learn how to communicate exactly what it is you see in your vision. That's CEO status. If you're not doing that, please stop putting CEO in your bio. Come on. Blessings. That's my godmama. Hi, Mama T. If you do not know how to communicate properly to your staff, if you don't have a staff, if you still out here trying to be an entrepreneur and do it on your own and be a solopreneur, then guess what? Please stop saying CEO. You may be an entrepreneur, but boo, you are not a CEO. Stop that. I know that hurt. It was a hurt piece. I did the same thing. It was a hurt piece. I had to gain access to having VAs and people to work this part and that part. I got somebody that's just doing my email and somebody else that's doing something else. That's it. You gotta figure it out. A CEO, in the beginning, they may be doing it, but in order for them to be called a CEO, they had to level up. Put hashtag level up in the comments. They had to level up. They couldn't do it the same way anymore. They couldn't be the same person anymore. Hey, Aubrey. And so when they take that opportunity to stop receiving and accepting anything that's thrown their way, now you're leveling up to CEO status. Now you're being the CEO of your brand. Now you're being the CEO of your business. Before that, that's just like if you haven't niched down to your target audience, you a hobbyist. You are simply doing things as a hobby, and whatever you're able to sell, you're able to sell. That's not how any of this works. In case you're just joining, my name is Altvise Pelzer. I am the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach. And this is going longer than our normal time for Speak Easy. But this is episode 38 of Speak Easy. We are talking about setbacks, detours, and success. With it being that, yes, it is World Entrepreneurs Day. It was also the eclipse today. So guess what? We've been talking about how you've been eclipsing yourself and your business and your success. You've been allowing people around you to eclipse your success. And we talked about how, the eclipse, you got somebody out here, there's going to always be one that's going to be like, oh, I saw the moon today. And girl, the moon is the same size as the sun. The moon and the sun is the same size. Boo, no, they not. Nah, because I seen it on NASA. NASA had it on Facebook and I saw it. No. The moon was just at an angle that it was blocking the sun because of the angle that it was at. Guess what? You got some people in your life that are at an angle that they're blocking your vision of success. You got some people that are blocking your vision of what the next level looks like and what the next level should be. You got people that's blocking your vision. How long will you allow them to block your vision? Come on. Listen. That's it. All it did was clip me. Listen. And I'm going to tell you why I can say that. So I was watching the eclipse and I went live on Periscope with it. I was watching the eclipse from on YouTube. It was being live streamed on YouTube. Hey, Emmanuel, how are you? It was being live streamed on YouTube. And so I was doing my stream from there. Hey, Danny. I was doing my stream from the YouTube page to show everybody what it looked like. And they were doing different angles. Well, the angle from the spaceship, the moon wasn't looking so big. It was this little dot and you saw the sun. Completely different view. The moon looked like this little itty bitty, like a M&M. And the sun looked like a $50. So you saw this little dot in the middle of this $50. This bright shining $50. And this little dot. Different view. From what we saw here on the ground in the U.S. Completely different view. Some of y'all need to change your view. You need to change who you around. You need to get in a community where you got support, where they see things different and they darn sure do things different. Some of you need to invest in a coach. Because you all over the place. You left, you right, you going here, you going there. You still think the moon the same size as the sun. You need to make that investment. And so I can honestly say that with it being World Entrepreneur Day, I can look back and see that a lot of the setbacks that I had, a lot of the things that was going on, it was going on because of me. I did it. It was my fault. I take responsibility. It was me. I did it. A lot of the detours that I had to take, I'm the one. It was me. I can be honest with myself. And y'all know I'm transparent. But I can be honest with myself and say that I was the reason why I took a lot of them detours. I was the reason why I had a lot of them setbacks. But guess what? I also had to make the decision to be the reason why I was going to be successful. Come on. So how many of you are going to make the choice to be successful? How many of you are literally going to change your mindset and decide that you're going to be successful no matter what? That you're not going to allow what he said and she said, what he did and she did. You're not going to allow any of that to deter you. That you're going to decide to be successful. How many of you will do that? That part. Because that's how you level up. That's how you take it to the next level. So to all my Reactivate family, I love you guys. You guys are doing some great things and rocking it out. All my Drop the Mic family, they are my speakers and my speakers community. Y'all are rocking it out. I've been seeing you guys, put in some stuff for the speaking opportunities that have been placed into the group. Definitely appreciating that. Listen, Nicole said me. bit.ly/reactivate me is how you get into our Reactivate community. Literally, we meet every Saturday morning to do an accountability call. If you can't be there for the live call, you always get the replay in the group. You get resources for doing interviews in the group. You get resources for collaborations and opportunities. You also get discounts on some of my classes and things that come up. All of that as being a part of that particular group. And then the Drop the Mic group is bit.ly/DTM member. That one is a little more to the group because that one is specifically for those who are speakers, and they literally get the Reactivate is included with the Drop the Mic, but they also get speaking opportunities shared into the group. They get challenges, they get information sessions. I have a webinar that's coming up for them in the next week. They get all types of hypeness on their own that are just in that group, and then the ones that are in Reactivate get their own juice. Hey Francine, they get their own stuff. So bit.ly/reactivate me is $25 a month, and bit.ly/DTM member, that one is $39 a month. That's the one with the speaking opportunities and other engagements. And then I'm doing my challenge, y'all. Today was day one. I sent out my emails. So I'm going to be going live in that particular group and talking to them about the challenge. That is going off without a hitch. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yes. I'm looking forward to these responses from these colleges and universities. I gave them an email. So simple that all they had to do was plug in their information, send out the email. I gave them the list of colleges and universities, and we gonna make it pop. We gonna make it happen this week. Because I said in the second half of 2017, I was gonna make some things happen. I was gonna make some changes and really go hard in some other areas. Because like I said, the reason why I'm so comfortable right now on live stream is because I've done 1,000+ videos. Guess what? For me to be comfortable in some other areas of my business, I gotta go hard and I gotta be consistent. And that's what matters. That's what matters. That leads to success. Is you gotta go hard and you gotta be consistent. That means that I either do the work or I pay somebody else to do it for me. If it's not something I can do on my own, I pay somebody else to do it for me. That part. Love it. So, super excited, guys. If you haven't done so already, you definitely want to join the group. If you haven't done so already, I also have the group Your Voice here on Facebook that you can join. That's a free community where we just engage and talk about what it means to find your voice. I share some videos and things in there every once and again as well. So you definitely want to link up. Connect. That's what it's about. Connecting, collaborating, networking, taking this to the next level. Ooh, yeah. That's what it's about. So I look forward to talking to you guys later. Don't forget to press it out. And like I said, you definitely want to join that Reactivate family. bit.ly/reactivate me. See you guys. Talk to you soon.